All right, everyone, welcome to Sauer Horsepower. We're back at Cecil County Dragway for another streetcar shootout. This is round 2 of the shootout for the year. Our DA today is -221 according to TRC app. So we're not going to be setting any 9-second passes today, I don't think. But we should be able to run some 10-0s. Should be pretty good. I do have the passenger seat out. Again, I'll show you that later. Passenger seat's out, the trunk stuff is out, kind of light on fuel, and we got the drag pack on, and that's about it. So we're going to try and go some rounds today. First round last month, I red lit the first pass and got knocked out. So we got I think it's two qualifying passes today. Then we'll get into eliminations. Hopefully we make it more than one round, and get back with you when it's time to make our first pass. Alright, so pass felt okay. Felt a little sluggish off the line. I'm gonna have to see if I'm gonna have to watch the video back and see what happened. I don't know if I maybe had the 60 or the RPM a little too low on the launch, or if it spun just a bit, but we'll get the ticket up here and actually see what it says to determine if the 60 foot actually felt kind of bad. Alright, so the 60 foot was a little off. It was a 143 60 foot. We ran 10.08 at 136, which is about where it should be. The DA is not perfect right now. So, well, I mean, it's perfect for some states and areas, but it's not as good as we have had. But it is the 1st of May, so the DA is probably, this is probably the last good DA day, I guess, to not keep repeating myself, but it's probably the last good day we have for until the fall at least. So yeah, let's I'll show you this real quick. You guys can see it. But basically now we just got to wait a couple hours till our next qualifying pass, and then we'll get back with you then. All right, everyone, we're coming up for our second qualifier. The DA 516. So we've definitely lost the weather. Probably going to slow down well into the 10-1s, I would have to guess. So probably a mid 10-1 is where we should be for this second qualifier, and then that will determine what our dial-in is going to be in for later. So let's go ahead and make this pass. All right, everyone, we're back after our second pass. As you can see, like I said earlier, we do have the passenger seat out and the stuff out of the trunk. DA has gone up to about positive 500, so that we already covered most of that. Let's get after this second slip here. So we ran a 10.129 at 135, 144.60. Let's see. Yep, 649 to the eighth. So the 60 foot is slowing down a little bit, and basically we're at the end of the life on these tires. I do have a spare set at the house. We'll be making a video on how to swap over the bead locks coming up soon, because I want to get these tires switched out before we go down to the Modern Street Hemi Shootout in Rockingham at the, what's that, second week of May? Yeah, the 14th through 16th, something like that. So we'll be down there. But we dialed in at a 10-12 because we're only going to be getting slower, and we just ran a 10-12 with a 9, so we gave us a little wiggle room just in case we kind of stay around the same ballpark area. But that's going to be that. We're going to wait a couple hours here for the elimination to come up, and we'll get back with you then, and hopefully we win a round. All right, everyone, we're coming up on our first round of eliminations. Not sure exactly what car we're going to be racing at the moment, but you will see it on this camera here. And I'm going to we're in the right lane, so I'm going to face the camera sideways. So hopefully we will have a complete side-by-side finish and hopefully grab the win and move on to the second round. So let's get to it. All right, everyone, so obviously it's the next day. We're back from the track. So our second event at Cecil County Dragway for the Strange Engineering Streetcar Shootout did not end anywhere near how I was hoping it would end. So you might have seen in the video that obviously we lost our first round elimination. Now I'm going to explain what happened at the start of that pass. You might have seen it in the clips already if you were paying attention to the tree and everything like that. But as I staged, so we hit the pre-stage and we fully staged, as I was bringing up the RPM to my normal launch RPM, for some reason, I don't know why, the car started to push through the brakes. So in the video, you'll be able to see, if you go back and watch it, or maybe I'll put another overlay clip here, but you'll be able to see that my front wheels were completely locked up. So I was on the brakes, but as soon as I started to feed in the power to launch, the rear tires just pushed right through the brakes and started moving the car forward. So when that happened, it kind of freaked me out. So I had to let off the gas, readjust the launch, and I had to actually check the tree to make sure it didn't red light me, which it didn't, but it just pushed me through the first beam and I was just stuck on the second beam. So with all that going on, and trying to figure out why it was happening, I missed the tree coming down. And when I did that, you know, my reaction time ended up being like, I think it was like 0.4 of a second. Well, when you're bracket racing and your reaction time is slowed down because of unforeseen events and you're at almost half a second on a reaction time, you're going to lose. And that's exactly what happened to me. The other guy made his pass cleanly. He had like a just over like a 0.15 reaction time, which really isn't that good for bracket racing. So there was a potential that I could have maybe won if I had cut a good light like I usually do. But didn't end the way I wanted it to, unfortunately. Not much I can really do. I didn't red light, so it wasn't on me. I mean, maybe I gave it too much throttle, but I went through my normal procedure, and the car just moved through the beam, and it completely messed up my concentration and basically just made the whole pass just kind of unusable at that point. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hopefully we have more luck going forward. The next time we will be racing will be at the Modern Street Hemi Shootout in 2 weeks at Rockingham, North Carolina. So we will be there for that. If you're going to be at that event, go ahead and comment below. Let me know if you're going to be at the event. We'll link up, meet everyone down there. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give us a like. Like I said before, comment below if you're going to be at that event. And then subscribe to the channel if you want to see more racing on the Hellcat. So that's going to be it. Take care. Have a great day.